Hit music only.
This is the Energy Startalk with Aurora.
Hi.
Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Thanks for coming. First of all, where is Manchester?
Oh, don't talk about him. He makes me so sad. They took him away from me on the airport in London. I was going to Amsterdam, and then they said balloons aren't allowed in the airport.
Can you tell us about Manchester? Who is Manchester? That's a tragic story.
Manchester was my best friend for 3 days. But I grew really fond of him. Like I had a sound check in Manchester. Manchester, I mean.
Manchester.
And we had a sound check, and suddenly a red balloon just fell from the roof out of nowhere. He just, like an angel, he just fell from the sky, and I thought, oh, that balloon should definitely be my friend. You know, as you do when that happens.
Yeah.
So I went down to him and I thought, oh, my child. And I found a pen, which I took from a fan, standing outside.
Didn't give it back?
I did actually. And I drew a face on him and I named him Manchester.
Like after Manchester?
No, nothing to do with Manchester.
No, it's just a good name, actually.
Yeah, so Manchester. And I took him to Chinese.
Oh, you went to
restaurants.
You didn't go to China with him.
No, but Chinese restaurants. We went to many restaurants together.
You've been out for a good date night with Manchester.
Yes.
But so Manchester came to you when you were in England, but originally you're from Norway.
Yeah.
How would you introduce yourself in Norwegian language? How would that sound?
Hei, jeg heter Aurora Aksnes, og jeg kommer fra Bergen, og jeg en viking.
I think the last thing you said was you're a real Viking.
Yes. Yes.
That's a funny language, actually. Sounds really cute.
Oh.
Let's look at a few short questions to get to know you a bit better. What would your friends say, Aurora? What is typical for you? What's like a typical habit you always have?
Oh, well, I spend too much time inside my head, inside my brain, more than on the outside of my body. So I dream too much, and sometimes even when I'm on stage, I can drift away while talking, and then I can space out, and then just stare into the air for like a minute, and then I'm like, okay, let's do another song. And I've been standing there quiet. I'm very bad at I space out way too much.
Yeah.
So I guess they would say that I'm way too easily distracted.
But it can be very relaxing. We have a word in Germany for that. We call it a glotzer, which means a starer. You just keep
I am
staring.
a glotzer. I stare at people
You get
too.
a glotzer. If you get one, like this is what you
a
get
glotzer.
into.
Well,
Yeah.
I am
You
a
are.
glotzer.
You are a glotzer.
If you get it, then I'm there with you.
Probably. What's the question you get asked the most at the moment, either from interviews like me or from friends
Oh,
or
from
fans?
well, I guess what I think about being in all the hype. People ask me a lot, and I say it's strange.
Just strange.
It is mostly strange.
Why is it strange?
It's strange when people see so much in you. When you're just, I'm just a girl from Norway, and I happen to write songs, and I like to write songs, and that's just what I do, and who I am, I guess. But it's weird when people see so much in you.
So what's probably the most crazy thing that has happened to you since all that started?
Well, everything. It's just being here right now in Germany, talking to you. That you can't see, but I can see him. He is real. He is there.
Nobody knows.
No.
Maybe I'm just the male Siri
Yes.
from the iPhone.
Yes. I don't know. Everything is strange. It was very unexpected. I never thought this would happen when I wrote songs in my room when I was 9.
So you started quite early. I heard from other musicians that the ideas for their songs, they come in the strangest situations. Like some other musicians, they come to the ideas of their songs while they are showering or in the bathtub or somewhere.
Yeah, but that's not strange, I think, because if you are in a quiet place, as a shower is, or a bathtub, I guess, you get really inspired because it's kind of like when you're in a quiet room or in a quiet place, your mind kind of opens up.
And where's the place where you find your best ideas?
Well, I find a lot of ideas in the shower, but I forget them when I go out of the shower. It's kind of
like a waterproof microphone in your shower.
Yes, I should definitely find one.
I shouldn't actually. Would sound horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sing in the shower a lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it's good.
I love it. It's great, but my flatmates, they don't actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's talk about you and your hair. I'm always like wondering, is it blonde or is it grey?
I think
color?
It's grey. Sometimes it's purple. It's kind of like a magical hair. It decides how to look like in different lights.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It does look like perfect mixture of grey and blonde. I don't know.
I think it is a bit grey. I just like the idea of that I can look like a 90-year-old person from behind.
And then you turn around and are only like you're 19.
19.
That's actually crazy, and you already yeah.
Oh.
Katy Perry said about you and your music, "Oh, finally, there's some music that is giving me the bruises and goosebumps." How does that feel if Katy Perry says that about your music?
Well, I remember thinking it was quite strange when I woke up, because that doesn't really happen every morning.
No,
definitely not. And that too was mostly strange, because it's kind of like that. A celebrity world seems like another world, doesn't it? Because I don't know, it must be weird, because everyone knows who they are, but they don't know who you are. But suddenly they know who you are, because suddenly she knew who I was for at least those minutes, because she tweeted about me, so she must have known who I was for those minutes. When she tweeted about me anyway. You have to edit all this right afterwards, because
We will. It's all right. Just talk. It's interesting.
And then, so I woke up, and what did I do? I saw the tweet, and I thought, that's really strange. And it made me happy, because when people say nice things, you get happy. That's what you do, isn't it? So it made me happy, but I don't really care that much about who the nice words come from. Because nice words are nice words. And Katy Perry is also just a human, a very busy and talented woman, of course. But she's also just a woman that enjoys music, like people do.
But that's very, very wise, actually. Like, for a 19-year-old, that's pretty wise, actually. So let's talk about you. How is it to grow up in Norway?
Oh.
I think the first thing that comes up to my mind is cold, probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is quite cold, but only in winter time. But actually this year we didn't have snow on Christmas Eve. The snow came 3 days after Christmas Eve.
Oh, bad timing, actually.
Yes, I have not forgiven snow yet. But it is quite cold, but sometimes we have warm summers. We didn't last year. We didn't have summer almost. It just rained. But I think this year we're going to have a warm summer. I feel it in my belly.
You feel that?
Yeah.
How is the weather going to be next week? You feel that too?
No, I just feel the seasons.
Ah. And have you always been feeling that?
Yeah, kind of. But I think all Norwegians do.
And have you been true?
Yes, we always have right.
Sure?
Because we knew that last year.
I'll get back to you. If this summer is not going to be pretty hot, I'll get back to you. Because you promised me. When I was in South Africa last year, I met a girl from Norway.
Oh.
And she was really nice. I really liked her. But the one thing that was really strange, as a German, I'm used to drinking alcohol. Because that's like one of our traditional things to drink beer. I'm from Bavaria, where is it
for
like...
breakfast as well?
No, not for breakfast. But I'm from Bavaria, where like beer belongs to the basic things of your nutrition stuff. I don't know how to say
I get that. Beer is nice.
And she that girl from Norway, her name was Margaret.
Margaret.
And she could drink even way more than I could. So basically, every night she was partying somewhere with some people. Is that typical Norwegian?
Well, yeah, kind of. I can guess she was from the north of Norway or the west of Norway.
Yeah.
I'm from the west of Norway, and we are Vikings. It makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
It is in our blood to
Drinking rum from skulls
drink rum from the skulls of our enemies.
of killed enemies.
Of enemies we killed for breakfast. Yes.
Yeah, so look at that. It's so funny because on the radio this is not going to be funny. It's only funny when they see you, like a 19-year-old girl saying there, I'm a Viking, I'm drinking rum from the skulls of my killed enemies. Really funny. Okay, so what's up next? Your new album is coming out, like your first album actually. All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend. It's going to be released on the 11th of March. All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend. That's like a strange title. What do you mean with that?
Lots of things. And I like that it's long, so people have to say all those words every time they're going to talk about my album, which is kind of funny to think about.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like the reason I write songs is because I'm very sensitive, and I get easily affected by knowing that the world becomes almost uglier and uglier the more you know about it, and people as well. Even though there's so much beauty, there's also so much horrible things going on in us and in between us and in the world, and the way we can't accept people as they are, and all these things that is horrible. They affect me a lot, and they are the reason why I write songs, because it's like I have an open window in my heart that I can't close it. It's ruined. It's a ruined window, and that's why everything affects me a lot, and I have to get them out of my body, and that's why it helps so much to write songs, because I'm way too emotional, I think, and I guess things that brings you down. You can't go around and be angry at the world or at people. You can't be sad all the time. It's important to be sad sometimes, but not all the time. And that's what I mean with demons. We all have them, things that brings us down. And the only thing, if you can't do anything with it, then you should definitely just accept that it's how it is. And then or at least I think you will have kind of a lighter life after that. So that's kind of what the title is about.
And it is a really beautiful album. I've been listening to it, and we are going to see you live in Germany as well. When?
I'm coming back in the end of March. I don't know the dates yet.
That's all right.
But it's on my internet website, auroramusic.com.
You can look it up. And
I blinked to the camera. I'm sorry.
And I think that's it. So thanks for being here, Aurora.
Thank you for having me.
Hit music only. Energy. Hit music only.